art studio here in Estero, Florida. Had a fun, busy day, all kinds of cool stuff, a shoot that I'm a part of for a company out of Baltimore, and we did our table read today, and I'm flying out there next week to help them out. And then I had Gulf Shore Life magazine here, taking some pictures. So it's been a fun, busy day. I've got a fun, busy rest of the week, and all of this stuff you all can be part of. So tomorrow I'll be painting live out at Ding Darling Wildlife Refuge. I'll be out there from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and I'll be out along Wildlife Drive, and they set up a tent for me and a table, and I bring my canvases out, and I'll be painting, something out there. And then Friday, I lead art journaling walks at Ding, and they're free, and they give you this cool journal, and we go out on this indigo trail. We walk about 3/4 of a mile, and we go out to this like outlook spot, and we all just sketch together, and I kind of share some tips, and it's just really fun. So I lead hour-long groups. There's one at 10, one at 11, and one at 12. And there's a sign up here. I think I put it in like the information. You click on that. If you have any problems, just go to Ding's Facebook page, and they have the link there too. But you sign up. I only take groups of 10 because of COVID. We're trying to keep the groups small, even though we're outside and we're all wearing masks. We just try and keep it small. So, okay, Christine, thanks for joining us. So that's on Friday. So I hope you guys will join me for these art journaling walks. They're a lot of fun. The first one that I did last month went so well. I said, I can't just do one group of 10. So I'm doing 3 groups of 10. So that's coming up on Friday. And then this weekend in downtown Fort Myers, it is Art Fest, and Prima Luce, their office on 1st and Hendry Street. They said, hey, why not come down? You can set up in our front of our office. They're on this corner. They've got windows everywhere. So I'm doing a pop-up shop this Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. I'll be out there painting live. It's free. Come out to see me. You can go inside. It's a huge space. And I'm going to have originals and my prints and my products. And yeah, actually, I sold out of all of these. This is my very last one because it's mine. And these are my Turvis cups. So I just ordered 50 more. I should get them like today or tomorrow. Tomorrow or the next day. And so I'll have those down there. And I have all kinds of other fun products like my jewelry and whatever. So and you can come and say hi. So that's coming up this Saturday and Sunday. So lots of stuff to take part of that I hope you guys will come and see me. But tonight, I am not going to work on that canvas. I'm actually going to work on some smaller canvases, some little fun ones. So I just got to get paint going though. Get some white paint out. And my really fancy paint tin. I have this beautiful like wooden paint palette. See this? Isn't this pretty? I've only used this once. This I've used like 100 times because it's easy and it's like has sides on it, and like this, it's like I just make a mess out of it. So metal tin it is, right? All right. Maybe I'll just I might set up just right here. That way I'm kind of close. So, but I was painting a little just a little seahorse on this. I need some contrasting colors. If I do blue on blue, you're not gonna see them. I'll put some yellow on that guy. Yellow and white. I already have some blue from earlier. Oh yeah, in addition to the photo shoot, the video shoot, the photo shoot today, I also delivered a painting just a few minutes ago. Really cool abstract. I'll post pictures of it later. I didn't take any pictures because it was nighttime and it was kind of dark, and I wanted to see it hung up. So once they hang it up, then I'll snap some pictures or ask them to snap some pictures and send them to me. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Oh, let me see if I missed somebody here. All right. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep painting. Feel free to ask questions. I know I just threw a lot of information at everybody about all these upcoming events, but it's gonna be really fun. Art Fest is really cool. If you get Art Fest tickets, they're doing like timed tickets, which is different this year than past, but I think they're just trying to keep the numbers down, or not down, but people spread out, I guess you could say. So, but I won't actually be in Art Fest. I'll be in an office building right next to Art Fest. And I just don't have the setups for art festivals. You know, it's like major tents and displays, and then you're up against the elements. And so my friends at Prima Luce offered me a really great alternative, and I'm so grateful. So I'm really excited to do that, and it'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But I have a lot of new artwork that I'll be bringing along, and it'll be a lot of fun. So excited for my Golf Shirt Life magazine interview. Woo. That the photographer came today. He was so awesome, such a professional. We had so much fun talking, mainly talking about the news business because we were both in it. And before we went out and ventured out into other things, we kind of talked shop a little bit, and then, you know, he was a really great photographer. So I'm pretty excited. And then he's like, well, how soon do your kids get home? And I'm like, oh, they should be home pretty soon. So let's snap some photos of your kids. Well, of course, I did not have my kids' camera ready. So they were like, you know what the kids are like when they come home from school. They're sweaty. Their hair is a mess. My son always gets stains on his clothes. So that's probably how they're going to look in this magazine. Oh, I have all these cute matching outfits for all the kids, all this fun stuff, but it's going to be more real life. That's okay, right? Such is life. Hey, everyone on Instagram. Thanks for watching. Oh, yeah, so I'm painting this little seahorse here. I don't know if you can see it. Just kind of outlining him in some white. Got to throw some yellow in here. Actually, I should do gold because I have gold. I don't think I'm going to do yellow. I changed my mind. No yellow. I need gold. I cleaned up my art studio so I don't have my mess of paints out here like I normally do. I'm going to have to go find some gold. I only have a few colors up. Hold tight. Be right back. I am so proud of myself. I organized all my paints by color and by different style kinds of paint, and separate all my metallic paints, so it's looking good in here. All right. Well, that's silver. Ah. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's organized until I take everything out again. I'm going to use this one, Liquitex, heavy body acrylic. This is an iridescent bright gold. We'll see. Might need more coverage than that, than iridescent. So I'll try it. So today I had all this stuff going on, so I really needed the baby to take a nap because I had people in the house, and sometimes it's refreshing to see down to earth pics. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, these are really down to earth. Like, these kids were like, they were a mess, but that's okay. And normally the baby sleeps like a really good afternoon nap. She's such a good sleeper. I never have a problem, except for today. Need her to sleep, and of course she didn't. And we're trying to do this photo shoot, and she's just like, mommy. But you know, what can we do? I'm a mom with 4 kids, you know. Best laid plans don't always work out, but he was very kind and understanding, and kind of like you, Christine. He's like, you're a mom of all boys. Oh, girl, I feel you. I have one boy. They're a totally different breed, as you know. Oh boy, yeah. Boys keep us on our toes when they're young, and then I think girls will probably keep us on our toes when they're teenagers, right? Probably that's going to be the case. Yeah, all kids have challenges at different times. Anybody that says parenting is easy is just unaware of probably what's going on in their house. I gotta get this guy's thing that really makes seahorses is getting all their little grooves and divots and all that. Oh, yours became more laid back as teenagers? That's cool. I know my brothers were really easy for my parents as teenagers. My parents had 4 girls and then 2 boys. And all of us girls were kind of teenagers, like boom, 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 boom. I think 3 of us were teenagers at the same time. And then my brothers came along, but they were, younger. And I know they were they were always such good boys, but they were handfuls when they were little because that's just boys and their energy. But I know that they were much easier as teenagers. Yeah, like mellow. Remember my brother was a wrestler, and the whole wrestling team would come over, and my dad would cook them all dinner or breakfast, and he just loved it. Probably different than us picky girls. Okay. Trying to just finish up. I have all these paintings here that are started. I'm just trying to finish them all up. Yeah, sometimes I put it on the back of might have a storage unit thing here, and then it's like they get tucked in the back, and then I'm like, oh, I never finished that. Like this one. It's like they get back to it. Ding darling, being out there, I get a lot of painting done. Boy, they've really had a lot of people. It's fun because it's out in the open air and there's tons of space and people are coming and going, and they just stop by for a few minutes and we talk for a bit, and then they move on to their next thing to see out there. But it's been really fun. So yeah, I get painting done. One day they had like 650 people come through in the couple hours I was there. And so I did get a lot of painting done that day because I love to talk to people. But I should show you guys. I'm working on this guy. Can you see him? He's coming along. Where is that painting? Oh yeah, so the other day, when was it? Yesterday, I painted this while I was out at Ding. You can see that. A great blue heron. I'm really crooked here. Can you guys see that? Oh. So I painted that while I was out there. I actually painted another one too. Where is it? This one. I started on this one while I was out there, and I had to finish it when I got home. So I painted this, another heron. They actually go together. They look kind of cool together because they're kind of like giving each other. You could either, if someone buys them as a pair, you could either set them right next to each other, so they're kind of like back to back, or I kind of envisioned it more like this, where they're kind of like, oh gosh, like that. So it's kind of the same colors, same backdrop. See. All right. Wow, I'm terrible at showing these. Sorry. Okay. I'm really excited about Art Fest and being down there and kind of the mix of everything. I'm interested to see how many people turn out. I know if you subscribe to my website, I sent her an email blast just about my hours that I'm there and the address and everything. But I'll post things on, I have it posted on Facebook here too. So if you're watching this, you should be able to see it. Karen looks beautiful. Oh, thanks, Don. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm missing some comments here. Mm-hmm. Real life. Yeah, real life for sure. Ooh. All right. My family, I don't know if I already mentioned this there. The baby's asleep now because she didn't take a nap today, so she's asleep. The others are in the room next door and they're watching Star Trek. Star Trek is the latest series, and I said, wow, how many episodes are there of this? And it's like 7 seasons, 25 episodes each. They're gonna be watching that thing for years. Rachel, your pretty blues today. Oh, I did match the blues, right? I'm even wearing blue pants. See, I don't know if you can see it. Blue pants even. Oh. Trying to get this details, but it must be worse. Sometimes I like to leave things not so detailed, but this guy's gonna have some details. Yeah, I'm excited to be at Ding tomorrow. It is just so much fun being out there. I'm on like Wildlife Drive. There's just birds and alligators. I haven't seen an alligator, but I've seen pictures of taking pictures of alligators out there. And like yesterday when I was there, it was really cold and windy. So we found this spot where I was kind of tucked in between like the wall of mangroves. And then there's mangrove outlook. So a lot of people stop to go out on this pier. So I was there, and then one of the rangers stopped by, and he's like, "Oh, make sure you look up in the trees because there are the mangrove crabs." And I was like, "Mangrove crabs?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, there's like little crabs up in the trees." So sure enough, I went in there and I spotted all of them. So every person that came through, I'd say, "Well, make sure you look up and find the crabs." Well, they couldn't see them because they're like, some of them are like really tiny, and they're the exact same colors of the trees, and they look like they're knots on the trees. So I'd go back and I'd point them out, and there was one really big one in there, but it was fun. It was fun. I learned so much out there. I learned stuff from the people who visit, and then I learned things from the volunteers out there and the rangers, and God, everybody knows so much. Once in a while, there'll be like visitors that don't know everything there is to know about birds, and then I get to share my little bit of knowledge with them. But for the most part, a lot of people know a lot of stuff. But don't let that discourage you. If you haven't been out to Ding Wildlife Refuge, you need to go. It's just such a magical place. It's just so beautiful. It's paradise. It's animal paradise, bird paradise. They still have the white pelicans out there. They have the roseate spoonbills. They have herons. They have ibis. They have egrets. They have lots of different kinds of egrets. Great egrets, snowy egrets, all kinds of birds. And the different times of year that you go, they're in different mating seasons, so they look different. Like the one egrets, when they're mating season, their eyes have like eyeshadow, and it's like bright green. It's really cool. And they have all the little shorebirds too, and so funny. One day I was out there, and I see this bird, and I was like, "Oh, I'll paint that one." So I start painting it, and one of the rangers comes by, and he goes, "Oh, what's the bird that you're painting?" I'm like, "I'm not really sure. I got to look it up." I go, "It's just this bird. It was, smaller bird, but it had kind of long legs. They were yellow." He's like, "Oh yeah, that's greater yellow legs." And I'm like, "Ha ha ha." He's like, "No, really, that's the name, greater yellow legs." And I'm like, "Ah." He's like, "No, really, that's the name of this bird, greater yellow legs." And I was like, "Oh, well, that's what I painted." Oh. So it's cool. But that's not a very unique name for a bird, greater yellow legs. Thought you could come up with something better, but who am I? I struggle to come up with names for paintings, so I shouldn't judge. Yeah, I spend so much time on these paintings, and I paint and paint and paint, and then it comes to naming them, and I'm like, I don't know. So if you ever have great ideas for names of paintings, like for sea turtles or birds, let me know. I miss my days out on Sanibel. Spent many as a teenager. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, wow, you're lucky. It's so rare when I meet people who have been out here while they were kids. It seems like most of us have moved out here as adults, and our kids are now getting to experience it. But that's pretty cool, Christine. Is anybody going to Art Fest? Anybody out there? In downtown Fort Myers? If you are, let me know. I'd like to come and see me too. I know some of my neighbors and some of my good followers and art buyers, they're all going to come down for it. So that's fun. And if you haven't been to downtown Fort Myers, this is a great time to go. First off, downtown Fort Myers is really cool. It's all the historic buildings, everything, all these cute shops, great restaurants, the beautiful waterfront. It's just a really, really, really cool place to go and see. I know a lot of my friends from Naples who haven't been there, and when they do finally go, they're like, we had no idea. So it's pretty neat. Yeah, I'm just getting this guy. Has anybody ever listened to comedians? Jim Gaffigan has the most he's one of my favorite comedians ever. I've seen him live. I actually saw him live at Estero, and he has this awesome like sketch, I guess you could call it, on seahorses, and the males carry the babies and actually birth the babies. The female passes the eggs, the fertilized eggs, onto the male, and the male carries them, and then the male actually has the babies. So he has this whole spoof on that, and it's super funny. I'm heading out of town Sunday, but my make it Saturday. Yay! Yeah, come see me. Come see me. That'd be great. Love to see you. Hey. Oh, thank you. Oh, Ranger Tony. Oh, girl, I'm mentioning ding left and right. All about ding. So there's a gentleman that lives on Sanibel, and he and I have been writing back and forth for years. He's an older gentleman. He's a wood carver. He used to be a professional baseball player. Then he's a wood carver, like amazing wood carver. And we write back and forth emails. And he's like, "Oh, I'm so excited to see you on Sanibel and out at Ding. Now you're a regular Ding bat." So I always say that I'm a Ding bat now. So it's funny. When? So on Saturday and Sunday, I'll be at 1st and Hendry Street in the Prima Luce office building from 9 to 5. So I'll be out there painting live, and I'll have all my stuff inside the store, and I have my husband and my cousin and another friend helping out inside, and I'll be outside kind of on the sidewalk area painting. So painting little creatures like this. Fun, right? Yeah. I think I need his snout a little longer. Might have to fix that. People are always like, "Oh, you don't look at stuff." And I'm like, "No," but then sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I didn't quite do that right, and I have to fix it. So, like now. I'm going to fix that. His little nose needs to be a little bit longer. But yeah, no, I love being out at Ding. The folks out there are so fun. And all the volunteers and all the employees. It's just a really great experience. It's just been, I feel so welcome out there. And they have a crew that helps me set up, and they put up a tent for me. And it's just really fun. I'm like, I feel so special. All right. Yeah, this is better. No, too thick. When paint is still wet, we can kind of wipe it off. Or if not, I just kind of go and redo the backdrop and cover it up, which works too. Also next week, I am emceeing Child's Path's virtual gala. I did a Facebook Live with them this week to kind of share about their mission. And they basically provide really great early education to families who are at risk, their kids are at risk, kind of the underprivileged, underserved, and they just make sure that their kids get a really great education, a good start, and are ready for kindergarten. And most of the kids, like 75% of their clientele, they have like 200 kids that they serve. they are on scholarship. So this gala that they provide and do, raises the funds for the scholarships, for keeping their lights on. All the galas that I've been emceeing, most of them virtual, some of them not. None of them have been for most of the time when I MC galas, it's for like, oh, we're raising money for this, or we have this project that we want to do. This year, all these galas are to keep the lights on. Like these organizations, they're all struggling. It's everything that they had planned is not happening. And even like outdoor parks and all of that rely on people coming and buying tickets, they're all behind because everything was closed for so long. So if you really support an organization and really love it and you've never donated to them before, this is the year to do it, because these organizations are struggling, all these nonprofits. So if there's something that you really believe in and you haven't donated to it in the past, really think about doing it this year. They need it. Peggy, how are you, my friend? Oh, it's good to see you. Peggy came to the Marco Island Center of the Arts gala with me on this past Saturday. It was like a 60s theme. It was super fun. We were outside in tents. I was the MC. Peggy was one of my dates, and we had so much fun. It was a great event. Oh, Suanne. Hi, my friend. Suanne is awesome. I got to go to her house to see her mom, Joan's artwork. Joan was just featured on NBC2 on Monday night. So if you want to check out her story, it was on Stories to Share with Sean Martinelli. Fantastic story. Joan is like amazing. Her artwork's amazing. So I can't wait for her 90th birthday art opening at E-Millions. So I will be there. But I'm gonna stop with this guy. Gotta let him dry a little bit and then fix him up a little bit. Yeah, when I'm out at Ding, people are like, oh, are you using oil or acrylic? And I'm like, I have to use acrylic because I gotta be able to put these paintings in the back of my car and drive home. Oil doesn't dry. It takes like a year. I'm not kidding, a year to fully dry. I painted oh my gosh, I should show you guys this. I painted an oil painting like a month ago. It's still wet. Like you touch it and it's oil paint on your hands, wet. You can find it. So it's a little different than what I normally do. But I painted this. Ooh, where is it? Painted this oil painting. So I call it Red Towel. But it is, oh yeah, still wet to the touch. I don't want to get oil paint on me. Yeah, look at that white paint on my finger still. Oh. And I even did it in layers. Like I did a layer, let it dry, did a layer, and it's still, that top layer will not dry. That's kind of a cool little abstract, right? You can't see all the little nuances in it. There's like a lot of silver and blue and yeah. Okay. Up. Okay. Now I have oil paint all over my hand. Oh, you're welcome, Susan. Thank you. All right. I got to put my kids to bed, my big kids to bed, so I'm going to let you all go. Oh, thanks, Suzanne, for the comment on the background colors. Thank you. I'm going to go. I got to put kids to bed and sing songs and say prayers and all of that. So I'm going to let you all go. But have a wonderful evening. I hope to see you either at Ding or at downtown Fort Myers. And lots of fun things to do. And they're all pretty much outdoors. So, yeah, fun open air stuff. All right. Oh, hey, Jack. I'm saying bye, Jack. I'm sorry. Good night, everyone. I'll say bye. I'm going to say bye here. And I'm going to say bye here.